All right. But I'm gonna throw a shot down now. Fucking shout out in that bitch. All right. All right. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. What's up, everybody? We're here at the take two. Take two. Take two. What's up, everybody? We're at the Rtisan podcast, Shot-Town Down / Western Conference NBA / what the fuck is going on with the NBA / holy shit, this is crazy / man, it's a whole bunch of weak moves / it's a whole bunch of boss moves / man, I'm ready for the NBA season
weak
to start.
Moves,
Boss man, G. Shout out to Jalen Jacoby, but a whole lot of NBA right now. I've never seen this much drama in a NBA offseason ever, bro.
This is more drama than you get in the regular season. Well, the whole season period, including the playoffs.
Yeah, normally in the season we just end up talking about LeBron James like every day.
I get tired of that.
Yeah.
That's the postseason. It's about who's gonna beat LeBron James.
Exactly. That's just frustrating.
Who's gonna beat the Warriors? Who can beat the Warriors?
Right. It's
now
like
Kawhi has beat the Warriors, and it's restored back to normal.
Yeah, man. Dev, you know what? When KD went down, it did kind of feel like the NBA balance had been restored a little bit. And I know that sounds fucking crazy, but it's true. It feels like it did back in like 2012, 13, 14 when there were more teams who could have won a championship.
But that's when Miami had their big three, and Kawhi and the Spurs shut that down for their three-peat. So he's the three-peat. He's a dynasty killer, basically.
Right, and you had OKC. KD was still on OKC.
Yeah.
The Warriors were an up-and-coming team. The Clippers were a good team. Who else was pretty good in the West?
I know Memphis was still good.
Memphis was still good. The grit and grind
era.
Definitely,
obviously
man.
The Spurs.
Yeah.
The Lakers was kind of still like,
they
were
going
to stay downhill slide at that point.
Definitely.
Portland was consistent. It was building it back up.
It was,
man.
Got
Dame Lillard at that point.
And CJ and Dame was definitely, maybe at that particular point in time, was still one of the better backcourts.
That was when it was Dame in LA.
Right.
Was on the team. That's when they was good.
Yeah, man.
It was consistent. I feel like 2014, 2015, like right when the Warriors started their run, that's when I feel like this is back to that. It was like there's so many teams that can actually make a case that I can actually win. Even Houston was solid at that point. It was getting better.
They were.
Harden before he really went crazy with the dribble.
Right.
Shoot, step back.
For sure, man. For sure. But yeah, I like the fact that right now I legitimately feel like 6 teams could win the NBA championship.
From the West.
No, what? Yeah, it's at least 4 from the 5 from the West. But if you told me Milwaukee was going to win the NBA championship next year, I wouldn't be shocked necessarily. I wouldn't be like, oh man, that's impossible. I wouldn't say that. You know what I mean?
They're definitely a favorite now.
Yeah, depending on what the Sixers do, even though we're sticking to the Western Conference, but depending on what happens with the Sixers, barring injury, I wouldn't be shocked if they won the championship.
Barring injury and what Ben Simmons brings to his game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's going to start hitting jump shots this season. But if you told me, right, if you told me that he was going to consistently hit 12-footers and he was going to play lockdown defense,
even shooting better at the free throw line, that would help bring more points to the team.
I agree. Joel Embiid doing what he doing, being.
I don't know. Maybe he needs to be on that Kawhi Leonard slow maintenance plan, so he just plays 65 games, so he can be good for the playoffs.
Who? Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Shout out to Toronto Raptors. Y'all had a great year. Y'all gonna definitely take a step back. It's okay.
They're a playoff team still.
100%, dog. That team was just too talented, and we saw that when Kawhi didn't have a great game. Somebody else, Marc Gasol, had a really great game. Lowry had 2 really great games, I want to say.
Van Vliet from Rockford.
Definitely closed some games for them. So,
even when he was playing in the regular season, they still was winning. So they still a good, legit playoff team. I didn't know, after this season, Dan and the whole team contracts up. So that's probably why Corral was like, okay, so what's going to be the team if I do resign? I didn't know that part.
Definitely, man. Definitely. But I do trust their GM.
Oh, yeah.
Who's one of the 3 best GMs in the game now. It's official,
It is.
What is his name? Masai Ujiri.
Yep.
Yeah, so I trust that. But let's get into the Western Conference team. So for you guys, we're going to start with the Western Conference seedings from last year and kind of work our way down. And we'll throw where we think just about they're going to be at this upcoming season and give our justifications why and things like that. So the number 1 seed last year was the is
Dynasty.
it?
The
Yeah, the
Warriors.
Warriors. They were the number one. Yeah, so obviously they lost KD. And Iggy is gone now.
Iggy's gone.
Who was a huge piece for that team.
Huge. They retired both of their jerseys.
Yeah, man. If I was them, I would definitely retire Iggy jersey.
I didn't know he only averaged like 7 points on that team during that run.
But
he was so huge.
Right, you feel his impact so immensely.
He sacrificed so much coming off the bench.
Definitely, man.
To allow Draymond to do what he does.
And playing all the different positions, being super malleable. I mean, he's what... I mean, you talk about veteran leadership and, savvy. His ability and willingness to play 4 different types of positions. Obviously, he never really played point guard, right? But his willingness to be a distributor, to be a scorer when necessary, to be a defender when necessary, to be a rebounder when necessary. They're going to really miss that.
They are.
And that's I think, even maybe more than missing Durant scoring, that's going to hurt that team a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
He was like the true key to heart of that team, especially coming off the bench. And then he can come out and start if somebody was hurt.
1,000%. 1,000%.
He's still a starter in the league, in my opinion.
Oh, definitely, man. Especially for a veteran team, he would have looked good on the Lakers. To me, you know what I mean? Playing the same kind of role that he played on the Warriors, I think he could have did that really well.
I mean, it's not too late. I don't know if he's gonna stay on Memphis. I'm sure they're gonna try to do a buyout.
Yeah, they're probably gonna try to use him for to bait a 2nd-round pick out of somebody or something like that. I mean, I wouldn't. If I'm them, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
If I'm a team, I wouldn't necessarily look at, because I know you don't really want him on a team. However, if I am Memphis, I maybe consider keeping him just because.
Mentoring the young kids.
Yeah, man, you gotta. I mean, to me,
if he wants to do that, he might go to them like, "Hey, man,
I'm not down.
I'm not down.
You know what I mean?
That's
I'm not gonna be a bad guy,
right.
but yeah, for sure.
Like I'm trying to win right now. I can still help a team that's on the cusp of winning. So that's what we're gonna buy out.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. So they're gonna miss that, but we gotta talk about D'Angelo Russell, man.
They lost Clayla, and that's why D'Angelo Russell's there.
He's been getting a lot of negative press about he's not gonna fit well next to Steph. I think Steve Kerr is a good enough coach to figure that out.
We're gonna find out. This is his Phil Jackson year when Mike first left the Bulls, and we had to say, okay, what can Phil do? We're gonna see what Steve Kerr can do now.
Right. When is Clay supposed to come back? Like
they say, maybe before or after All-Star break. That's the timetable they're giving him.
There's no way I would bring him back before the All-Star break.
Just
no way, man.
If it's like 25 games left, I'll say let's get him 25 games. Bring him, ease him back in. Let him get the field back. Hopefully by playoff time, if they make it to the playoffs, he'll be good to get some shots going. He's back at.
Because here's the thing, even if you bring him back, I don't necessarily, unless there's catastrophic injuries throughout the Western Conference, it is very possible. I don't think they're necessarily going to compete for a championship this year anyway, but you never know with a 2-time MVP. He's going to be hungry. Yeah. This is Draymond's contract year, so he's going to be hungry. He's trying to average a triple-double, I bet. You know what? If I was him, I would definitely be aiming for that because the ball is going to be in his hands a lot. He's trying to be All-NBA. If he gets All-NBA, he can get max dollars. It might happen. It might happen. I mean, it's gonna be super clogged in the West, man, because Kawhi's back in the West now. So I don't know that he's gonna make an All-Star team because the way they do the forwards and bigs now. Right. Man, the West is gonna be a fucking bloodbath. It is, but Durant leaving, it's like probably the best thing to happen because now they can all go back to their natural positions and Draymond can he can shoot more, but he can also pass and facilitate and play a little point forward now. For sure, man. So you're going to see more space and pace, passing the ball and all that shit. Definitely. They're missing one shooter, but they still got D'Angelo who can shoot. Who can shoot? He can shoot, man. That's why they got him, I feel like. Yeah, man. And I think Steph Curry is about to get up as many shots as he wants to. He's going to be putting up James Harden numbers, I think. For sure. I mean, if they make the playoffs, look, let's say they're a 6 seed, right? Let's say even a 5 seed, which I don't think they're going to be a 5 seed. If they're a 5 seed and he's scoring 34 points a game, which is entirely fucking possible with his game. Yep. To me, I think he should even be in the running for like MVP. Man, I think he should be the favorite right now because he's missing his running mate. He's missing a 7-foot freak in Kevin Durant. Yep. And he's not gonna be hurting for shots. Nope. At all. Also, they also lost Quinn Cook, who was basically a de facto backup point guard. I think he's on the Lakers now, man. Damn, really? Oh yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. I know they made him a restricted. I'm restricted free agent or something. They ain't want to offer him a deal. Well, you know what? I think they let him walk because they know they're gonna have to pay Draymond. They're like, we don't necessarily want to be in a luxury tax over Quinn Cook. You know what I mean? So he's a nice player, man. But I think they're like, yeah, we good on that, bro.
Yeah.
So
They got Looney back.
yeah, and I really like him, bro. He's a DeAndre Jordan type of guy. And I think he has a little bit more offensive skill than DeAndre Jordan does, to be totally honest. So, yeah, I mean, I like him. I want to see what they do with the roster at like moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
They're not done yet. They're just chilling right now. They're playing chess right now. They're trying to figure out how they're gonna get back to the dynasty.
Definitely,
winning
man.
chips.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
But yeah, they're gonna drop definitely. They're gonna be in the running for a playoff seed, but they dropping. They're not number
Yeah,
one.
I definitely think they're bottom 3 seed in the West.
Yeah.
Just because the nature of injuries and
like
whatnot.
you said, they make it a 5. Then you put Steve Kerr as Coach of the Year nomination. You can put
100%.
Curry in the MVP race. You probably put Draymond in the Defensive Player of the Year.
Definitely.
So all that stuff.
All of that, man. All of that. And I think just Draymond being the kind of psycho that he is, I think he's going to be so out to prove that we didn't really need KD.
Yeah.
Which is absurd. Every team needs KD. You could get the 5 best players in the world that's not named KD, and that team would need KD, bro.
Yeah.
Because he's that fucking great.
Easy
you know
buckets.
what I mean?
Easy buckets.
Easy buckets, bro. So they're not going to be as good.
No.
So yeah, we said they were number 1 seed. I'm looking at them as a bottom 3 seed.
Right.
Dark horse 5 seed, maybe.
Maybe.
You know, but when we get down to the rest of these teams, y'all gonna kind of see what we really think about why we think they're there. So next we got the number 2 seed from last year, the Nuggets, man.
They're gonna probably drop a little bit. The team gonna still be good, but I feel like certain other teams like the Clippers, the Lakers, got so much more better. Utah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they could be a top 4 seed team still. But I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know. They may still have the same record. I think it's gonna be a lot of 50-win teams.
So their record is 54 and 28.
Yeah.
Well, last year it was 54 and 28.
Yeah.
Well,
I think they could be a top 4 seed.
I'm gonna be honest. I think they could be a number 1 seed. I think they could. Well, here's the thing. We know that it takes new teams time to gel.
Yeah.
And they have all of their major pieces. Everybody that mattered on that team is coming back. And Bol is going to be on that team, bro. And I don't know if Michael Porter is going to play, right?
He missed Summer League.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know what? I'm okay with him missing Summer League because I don't really think he has to be there. Did Millsap resign? No, Millsap after them.
I think he's still there. Yeah.
So look, man, you got all the pieces. All the pieces are back. I expect Murray and Gary Harris to continue to get better, man.
The big guy.
Oh no, Jokic, man, that motherfucker is basically the white version of DeMarcus Cousins with less
athletic ability.
Yeah, well, I mean, DeMarcus Cousins ain't the most athletic.
He's more athletic than Joker. Joker don't look like he just eat 5 Big Macs and then throw a double.
His ass can fucking move, man.
Yeah, he can. He's the best big passer in the game right now. He can shoot the 3. He can't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, so he's a complete basketball player, man. So
and they would need. I feel like they need a number 1 and number 2 seed to even make it out of the West. So they're gonna try to do.
You know what, man? I'm be honest. I thought the Spurs were gonna beat them. They went to a game.
They should have beat them.
They should have beat them. They should have beat them. So. You know, but like I said, their best players are still all under like 26. Yes, that's scary as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That's super scary. I mean, at some point they're gonna have to start paying those guys. Obviously, they're gonna pay the key dudes. You know what I mean?
That's what's gonna separate them eventually. That's keep them on. Just don't keep paying them, especially if they win.
Definitely, man. So I want to see. I mean, I don't really feel like we need to talk about them too much because we already know that they're a really talented team. Yeah. They're a really deep team.
Complete deep, yep.
The Joker is an MVP candidate, low key.
He is.
What is it? Is it Murray or Harris?
Murray. I think he just be up to. They signed. They gave him an extension, so he's gonna be there for a couple more years for sure.
Yeah, man. I think that guy. You know, I just watching this game, bro. I think that dude is I think he's going to be very soon a 25, 26 point per game scorer in this league.
Regularly, man. Great free throw shooter, so you got
dude, and he's kind of a closer, dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's not Dame yet, but you know, because Dame proved something to me that dude is like a for real closer.
He had to prove something. Well, we'll get to that in a
minute. Yeah, for sure. So I think let's see, like I said, 54 wins last year. I think they can win 57, 58. You know, the West got better, so they're not going to win a whole lot more games. You know, but because teams in their division got a lot better.
Yes.
So I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do next year.
They're gonna be in the hunt for sure, and then
For
top
sure.
4 seed.
Yo, the person I want to see the most though, Bobo, of like top 5
Is he
cats
playing?
I want to
Is he
see.
playing in the summer league?
No, he's not. It might even be a situation where he might not even play early, just to
That's what I thought.
yeah. But still, man, a guy that tall who can dribble, pass, and shoot the way that he does. Look, he might mess around and be a fucking monster in the NBA.
If he can get on the court and stay on the court.
Right, for sure, man. He could be Porzingis-esque. You know what I'm saying? He got a jumper, bro, and he can handle. So we'll see. Let's move on to the next one.
And that's Portland.
That's Portland.
That's why. Dame Dollar.
Dame Dollar. Portland, man, I don't know what to do with them, bro. I don't know. I really don't. They made a significant move. They picked up
Whiteside.
yes, and they got rid of Myers Leonard and somebody else.
So you starting right side then at the center?
I think you have to.
Okay.
I think you have to next to Nurkic.
Right.
Hopefully he can actually be healthy when they need him most.
Right. Because if they would have had him against Golden State, they could have got some games. It could have been. It would have been a series.
Yeah, they wouldn't have won.
They wouldn't. They probably wouldn't not have, but they would at least won a couple of games.
Yeah, man.
Even though they had a lead down in all the games.
Yeah, dude, and that's just that's why I don't know about them, bro. Like, basically, Golden State dispatched them, dude. Like, they dispatched them. Like, you know, when you look at their talent, I mean, obviously, and KD wasn't playing.
Nope.
Like, we have to bring that up.
No, it was
he
like,
didn't play, and they still fucking lost like that.
It was like, all right, we're gonna get y'all a 20-point lead, scratching. We just gonna come back and get y'all. Like,
you know what? Golden State is like to them what LeBron was to the Raptors, bro.
Facts.
You know, like y'all gotta figure it the fuck out, man. Y'all gotta figure it out, man.
KD left. The Warriors are down, so maybe it's the Toronto year. Maybe it's the leap year. They're gonna make it to the finals and win, and Dame Dollar's gonna finally get solidified as an elite player. Finally, you know he already is.
Yeah, we already know he is, but is he one of the greatest players in the game? You know, I mean, I think talent, skill wise, he is, but you know, it's like, damn, bro. You know, he has the unfortunate burden of being in one of the deepest.
Right
yeah,
now,
man. You know, there's point guards everywhere. And there's teams,
especially in the West.
Especially in the West.
You playing against a potential Hall of Famer every night.
Every night, bro.
Or at least an All-Star, perennial All-Star at worst.
Definitely. So I want to see who on that team is going to get better, because the additional Whiteside and a healthy Nurkic all year, I don't think makes them really that much better than they were last year, man. Especially considering how some of these other teams, how much better some of these other teams got. And you know, I mean, you never really want to look at it this way when you have this kind of talent. Maybe they want to kind of blow it up and start over again, man. Because you're not. Once Klay comes back, I still don't think you're better than Golden State, even without KD. I don't think you're better than Golden State. You're not better than the Clippers. You're not better than the Warriors. You're not better than the Nuggets. I don't think they're better than them. I think I just said the Lakers.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, and now you're not better than Utah. Not really.
You say Denver?
Yeah, I said Denver. They're not better than Denver either, man. And like I said, you almost lost to the Spurs, who were without the guy who was going to be the starting point guard last year. DeJounte Murray didn't even play last year. So, you know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. They need another player. They need C.J. McCollum to get better, man. And I think he's just about at ceiling.
Obviously, I don't know how much better he can get. I feel like he's at ceiling.
Yeah,
like you said.
I think they should maybe trade him. I don't know for who.
Who can they bring in
Look, man, I would have called the Sixers and asked about Jimmy Butler. I would have just at least asked about him.
Why weren't they in the running? I mean, I guess they ain't had the money. Why were they not in the running to get like a J.J. Redick? I feel like they need like another shooter who can actually shoot the ball.
Yeah.
You got two good shooters on the team, and really that's it. They already lost Curry to Dallas.
Right.
So he could have been a good shooter coming off the bench. I feel like they need somebody like that. That's what they missed. They got two good shooting guards like Dame. They got bigs. Like, well, they need another legit scorer coming off the bench. Their bench is what's always killing them.
Right.
At some point, Dame and CJ can't score all the points. They gotta get some help.
No, I'm with you, man.
So I definitely agree with I feel like they can't get. They're gonna be probably where they are now. I think they can be at high best a 3 seed, but playoff time, we'll see how that goes down once the season starts. But right now, it's like they good, but it's like you don't know. They probably reached their ceiling what they did this previous season just because of injuries from other teams and being fortunate to play an inexperienced Denver Nuggets team.
Yeah.
That don't know how to win. They didn't know how to win at home. So we'll see. I know Dame extended his contract, so he's gonna be there for a minute.
Yeah, he just got 194 over 4 years.
Yep. So he ain't going nowhere unless they trade him, which I'm sure they're not. So
Yeah,
CJ would be the one they would look at. So if they're gonna rebuild, they're gonna rebuild around Dame and see who they can bring in.
Yeah, like I said, I would have definitely been calling people.
How would you feel if they signed Melo?
I mean, shit, why not, man? I also think they lost. Did Rodney Hood leave?
I think he's still on the team. I think he up there with them.
Somebody left the squad, bro.
I think he's still with them.
That wasn't just Seth Curry. Oh yeah, so they lost Al Farouk Amino and Mo Harkless.
The free agent. I know. What the fuck is his name? He signed with somebody already.
Who?
Afu.
Yeah, I don't know who he went to.
I saw he signed to somebody.
Yeah. No. Whatever.
Yeah, but Rodney Hood still there. I guess he liked how things worked out this past season, so he's still there.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I feel bad for them because a lot of teams just passed them up. And I think they're gonna get screwed because they're gonna be a lower seed and they're gonna get a bad matchup.
What's a lower seed? Like what?
I think they could be a 5th seed now. I think the Lakers are gonna be better than them. I think the Clippers are definitely gonna be better than them. And I think the Jazz are gonna be better than them.
So we got those as the top 3 for sure.
Yeah, man.
In no particular order, but those are the top 3. And then I guess Houston still got to be.
Yeah, they're going to be. They're bringing the whole squad back, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Pending any major trades at this point.
And dude, if I told you Houston was going to win a championship, so let's just do Houston right now. They're next up, 53 and 29. They're not losing anything significant. If you told me that they were going to win a championship next year, I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, they lost to Golden State the last 2 years.
They should have beat Golden State the first time.
They should have. They had
a 3-2 lead. They had a lead in Game 7, and they went break in the second half. They didn't know how to shoot the damn ball. Kept shooting the 3 ball. Obviously, Chris Paul was missing. They couldn't do shit this upcoming season.
Mm-hmm.
KD went down. They still couldn't win. They still couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, man. They got what's his name? They got Curry, bro. He just gave it to him. Him and Clay really, they were the difference, man.
Yeah, the New York Knicks of this generation winning the Bulls is winning. They constantly beat them every time they thought they can get the Bulls.
Definitely, man.
They beat the Bulls a couple of times when my MJ was gone. But
yeah.
MJ was there. Like, nah. That's what the Warriors are doing to the Rockets.
Yeah, they're like, no, you're the little brother still.
Exactly. Nah, little bro, sit your ass down somewhere.
Right. So, I mean, I don't really know. A lot has been said about the Rockets, right? Obviously, Chris Paul is I still believe he's an all-star caliber player.
He's a good player. I don't know about all-star.
Well, I think he's been lessened by the James Harden effect, and I think he looks worse day to day than he actually is.
Well, he's getting older, and his body's starting to deteriorate with the hamstring injuries and stuff, so he can't constantly play like he used to consistently. He still is a very good point guard. He's still an elite point guard, in my opinion, but I don't know about all-star. Especially in the West.
Well, here's the thing. You don't need Chris Paul to be elite because of the offense, because you have a guy, what's light-skinned buddy name? Rivers. You have Austin Rivers.
Yeah, he was
and you have Eric Gordon. You have a trio of players that can play around and or with him that can supplement what he's not anymore.
So should they allow him to be more involved in the offense when it comes to the
Hell yeah, because how many better floor generals are there?
Not a lot, but Harden still takes the bulk of the time.
Well, that's a D'Antoni problem to me. That's because I don't think he does that with Chris Paul's personality. I don't think he does that unless D'Antoni is just like, yeah, we're gonna run the offense through James for 46 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
What it is.
Yeah, man. It's it's a little absurd, to look at sometimes. Because I remember watching Game 6 and Game 7. I was like, damn, let Chris Paul operate in the mid-range. You would slow the game down, and he was still super effective when they did it. And then they would go away from it. And I'll watch James Harden turn into the timid James Harden, man. Dude, and he taking dumbass shots, you know, and I'm just like, damn, this is ridiculous.
Like you just said that you can't win this way in the playoffs, and you still playing this way.
Listen, bro. Listen, they gonna do that. They gonna do that. So, you know, they didn't get any better. They didn't get any worse. Hell, they could be the #1 seed next year. It's entirely plausible that because the same thing that I just said about them applies. The same thing I just said about Denver applies to them. Okay. You know, they are bringing all of their important pieces back, and all of their important pieces are all-star caliber players or very good role players. Yeah, man. So, dude, they're gonna be good again.
This is their last year. This is the last year. This is it right here. If they don't do anything, or more than likely, if shit ain't working by the trade deadline, shit's gonna change.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. That's a really good point. Like, do you do something drastic?
I don't know what they can do now because all these moves happening. So it's like, well, we can position ourselves. If we work together, everybody fits in the system, everybody's healthy, maybe we can make a good run right now. This is the year. But if shit ain't working by the time the trade deadline comes, we're going to shift some shit around. We got to move this shit around.
For sure,
we still got hard. Can I move Paul with this big-ass contract he has? Or should I just get rid of Capella, Gordon, what's the PJ Tucker, when they was really trying to get Jimmy Butler? Can we move all these pieces and bring in another all-star to, you know, help?
Can I tell you something? If you want to talk about which contract was worse, Chris Paul's or Clint Capella's, I think Clint Capella's contract is worse.
They didn't want to sign that contract. They felt they
Bro, my boy was like, he's a huge Rockets fan. He's from Houston. Shout out to my boy Jalen Baker. He was on the podcast once before. But when they signed Capella to that contract, I was like, what the fuck are you thinking? What are you thinking? Clint Capella, you signed Clint Capella. To me, he doesn't handle the ball. He's no fucking post moves, really. No. He's not going to stretch the defense with any kind of, like, consistent jumper. He's not Serge. I can see you overpaying Serge, right? Like, this.
What about Tristan Thompson?
He's Tristan-esque.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he's definitely.
LeBron got him that fucking money.
Oh my God. Well, I get why he got that contract because of LeBron, but like, what are you doing? You could like.
Just
how much?
Get some alley-oops.
Dude, they just re-signed JaVale McGee, and to me, he's JaVale McGee-esque.
So how good is he defensively?
Who?
Capella.
I mean, he's one of the better defenders for sure, man. Because he switches on big, small forwards, and he'll get out and guard guards. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't want him switched on guards all day. He's Al Horford like versatile to me as a big man.
Got a very good offensive game.
He does. I don't think I don't think he uses it enough, but I don't think he gets used enough in that capacity.
That's better.
But Al Horford's never really dominated a game when it really mattered most offensively, even though he has a lot of skills for a big man. But I want to talk about that Al Horford contract. God damn. But we're not going to leave it alone. We'll leave it out alone right now. But, yeah, man, I think that Capella contract is terrible. I think it's fucking up things for them, man. Because I think there's a lot of guys you could have went and made a play for that wasn't going to cost you $90 million, man.
I don't know. Was JaVale McGee signed before?
I don't know, but you can go get a JaVale McGee type of player.
For less
and not,
money.
Dude, come on, man. Come on. Like, he's not that useful in the last 4 minutes of the game. Or he can only play one side of the court. You know what I'm saying? Look at me, he's a great defender, man. I love that, but you know that's a struggle for me, man. That's a real fucking struggle for me, bro.
I get that. I mean,
so yeah, I think his contract is worse than Chris Paul.
His contract is huge, Chris Paul's, but it was.
I get why. I can damn near justify it, especially when you look at that albatross of a fucking contract, man. So yeah, you know, but the next team, which I think is about to be the most interesting team in the West right now, is next. But we're gonna take a quick break and come right back. All right, guys, we back. We're back. Shut down. Rtisan podcast / Western Conference / what the hell is going on / you can't write a reality show better than the NBA right now. And the next team we got up is
your sleeper team.
Yeah, my sleeper team for the West right now, man. And it is indeed the Jazz.
No,
and
this is not 1998.
Exactly, but damn, yo, it could be for this team. First off, let me just say the move for I think they slightly overpaid for Mike Conley. Let me just say that, considering his contract, considering his age, considering that I don't think any other team in the league was really trying to make a play for him like that.
Who do they give up for? Who do they give up for?
A bunch of first-round picks.
But that's the theme of all these teams. They got better.
Right. They're probably gonna be lower first-round picks, and I think they gave up.
Was Kyle Korver on the team?
I think Kyle Korver was a part of the trade.
Yeah, I know. I think maybe it's waived him. I think, or they're gonna waive him.
Yeah, they probably are. You know.
But they needed a point guard, and Rubio wasn't coming back, and that's a big.
I wouldn't. Oh my God! Did you see Rubio's fucking contract?
He's a Phoenix. That's enough said.
Dude, what the fuck were they thinking? Phoenix, that's why we're not about to talk about you. Because what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? I think they paid him like $40, $50 million over like 3 years or some shit like that. Rubio, he's a nice player. But what the fuck? What? Phoenix, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Mike Conley on that team. One, you instantly add another ball handler, which I love for that team. Because as good as Donovan Mitchell is, he's not at the point in his career yet where he can just take over games like that. And he's only 6'3" or 6'4" or something like that. So even though he's a really good athlete, he is limited by his size and how consistent he can just go in there amongst the trees and make plays when it matters most. But by adding Mike Conley, who's great off the pick and roll, he's a really good distributor. He's a really good shooter. He's a plus defender at his position. And just having two playmakers. In today's NBA, you got to have two playmakers on the floor at all times, man.
In today's NBA, absolutely.
Absolutely, man. And I think you got another pick and roll partner for Gobert.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, man, absolutely, man. So Gobert is definitely going to be happy. Donovan Mitchell has got to be, ecstatic, man.
He can have the ball in his hands too.
Dude,
he can just focus on being offensive.
Yeah, and now you're not hurting so much when he's not on the floor for a playmaker. And much as I think that Rubio, I just shat on him for the contract he just signed. He's a good player, but for the contract he just signed, which to me, like I said, is just absurd. However, he wasn't gonna go get buckets for you.
Nah.
Mike Conley in the playoffs can get you 23, 24 points a game. And that's
when
huge,
you want him to
man.
do it in the playoffs.
Absolutely. So I love that, and I love the Bogdanovich signing, bro. I love that fucking move. Look, he was a very versatile player for the Pacers last year, man. And after Oladipo, he was their best player, man.
He was the reason they made the playoffs.
Absolutely. He has a lot of skills. He's very versatile. He can play the 3 or the 4. I think in some lineups they may stick him at the 5, just whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just in case the team wants to go really small against them. But he can dribble past, shoot, man. He's a smart player. He's a little bit of an older player, but that shouldn't matter because I think this was we think we can win move.
Yeah.
And I think he's the perfect guy for that team. I think he's gonna fit in real great, and I think he's a guy for stretches you can run the offense through. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna make the good move. He's gonna make the smart move, man. He's gonna give Gobert, who's getting better offensively every single year, man. He's another guy that they can kind of play 1 in, 4 out with. What's the cat? Joe Ingles. So you got two ball handlers. Yeah, you got 2 ball handlers now. You got Joe Ingles, who's one of the better shooters in the league.
Yep.
You got Bogdanovich, who's a really talented shooter, and you can give Gobert some one-on-one opportunities against maybe smaller bigs, or you got another big who might be in foul trouble or something like that. You may be in a situation where it's him and AD in the post, and AD has got 4 fouls or something like that. You know what I mean? Maybe in the third quarter, now he's got to come out, which is a good look, man. So I just think this team right now, if they can gel quickly, right, I think that team is super scary, man.
Can they be a 1 seed?
No, because they still don't have any. They don't have an elite performer, and I think you need an elite performer.
I think this may be the year. I I was just saying, I think they're gonna try to re-up on Donovan. This may be the year he can reach that elite level to show, all right, this is why I need this big max deal contract.
Right.
Especially now they got more weapons now, so he don't have to really focus on being like the playmaker. He just focuses on his offensive game.
Right.
So I think this could be his elite year.
It could be. Here's the thing with him though. I see a Dame Lillard-esque ceiling.
I feel
on him.
about that too. I always felt that way about him.
Yeah, and it's not because
And
I think all the exactly because Dame is a dog.
Yeah.
Jay. We know that now, but you know, there's once again, like I said, he's limited by his height right now, and you know, for all the good that we want to say about cats like Allen Iverson and you know people like that, you know, smaller-ish guards, Isaiah Thomas. Well, Isaiah Thomas won 2 championships, so I don't want to, you know, all the junior. Yeah, for sure, man. You know, he's sort of the same height, same size as D Wade. I don't think he's D Wade, but he could be very D Wade-esque. Very D Wade-esque. He's not playing with Shaq or LeBron on his team.
Right.
So I think that's going to limit them from being a 1 seed. I think they're probably going to win a lot of games in the regular season because I think their starting 5 just got a hell of a lot better.
Top 4 seed at least.
Oh, for sure. For sure, I think they're going to be a top 4 seed, man. Because like I said, I think the Lakers are going to take a little while to gel. They just started over again.
Yep.
The Clippers are going to basically start it over again. They lost some key pieces.
He's Paul George. They missed a little bit of the beginning of the season anyway. We don't know if Kawhi's going to have his little management schedule. So
Right,
he's going to miss some games.
right. So that's all.
I expect both of them to be like, they're going to be elite down the line, but they're going to have slow starts, I think.
Right. I expect them to be at their getting towards their best, say around March, April.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, but you know, in the playoffs, I could see them get to a Western Conference depending on how things fall for them. But they're not going to get to the NBA Finals. At least I don't think. You never know. You never know. But they could, man. They could. And you know, with the pieces that they got now, who knows? They could make some sort of trade. Derek Favors, they may want to make. They may want to move.
Right.
They could maybe flip more future first round picks or something like that. I don't know. You never know who they pick up in the free agency market. They may depth people into submission. You know what I'm saying? But I like this team. I like where they're going. I like their coach. I love Mike Conley. I think he has an opportunity now that he has another guard because he's going to be the most talented guard. Donovan Mitchell's going to be the most talented guard he's ever played with. I think he has opportunity to make an All-Star team finally. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough as fuck because here's the thing. They're going to win some games. And I think they're going to win some. I think they're going to have some really exciting games. And I think Mike Conley's going to get more looks. You know what I'm saying? As much as I love Tony Allen ain't Donovan Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? I think we've yet to see the best version of Mike Conley. You know, and I think we could be seeing that. I think he's 30, 31 or something like that right now, maybe 32, whatever it is. But
31, 32.
Yeah. So I don't think we've seen the best version of him. And I think we're gonna. I think he's also gonna be great for that locker room. I think he was like Man of the Year, and I think that was the award he got.
NBA TV, NBA regular season award.
Yeah. So you know, he's just gonna be great for that locker room, man. And I think he's gonna show Donovan Mitchell how to be an elite level performer at this level. You know what I'm saying? He might be exactly what he needs to get good, bro. Okay. Exactly what he needs. So
well, let's get from a team that's on the uprise to a team that's gonna be on the downrise. Okay,
Thunder, man. Goddamn.
It was all good just a week ago.
It was, man. And we were talking earlier before we got rolling how if you told me that team was going to be in the Western Conference Finals, given the fact that the Warriors, you know, just overwhelming talent discrepancy in the Western Conference in comparison to everybody else, it's lessened now, I wouldn't be shocked. I think that much of Paul George. He was an MVP caliber performer most of the year. He had his best year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 6'8" with a handle and a good shooter and
good defender.
I mean, last year he was great on defense. He was like top 5, like a top 5 defender last year, man. People were talking about him being a defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
And I'm with that, you know. But he's gone now, and we've seen the Russell Westbrook show. And it's not going to be enough this time, unlike it was when he first lost KD. The West is just too good right now.
The West is too good. He's older. He's Can't get his jumper back. The jumper went missing.
It did go missing, man.
It's a milk poster sign, missing jumper shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Russell Westbrook jumper. Have you seen it?
Right.
Yeah, for
He
sure,
needs it back.
man.
He needs it back.
Definitely.
He needs to get healthy. He needs to start getting so aggressive to the basket. You're not young anymore.
Right.
It's time to really elevate the game to the next level.
Definitely.
You can get those triple doubles, but you ain't getting no championships with getting those triple doubles.
Right.
So at some point, like, what matters? Like, do the stats matter, which is great, but ultimately, what do you want out of it?
Yeah, man. Who else is gonna score? Well, they got Gallinari. Is a guy, and they got Shea Gildress.
They
got some pieces for sure,
but they're not Paul George.
Yeah, man. So Gallinari is a nice NBA player.
Yeah.
Very skilled. I guess he's a stretch four now. You know, I mean, he was usually a small four, but they're going to use him in a lot of different roles.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to be able to offset his points, but his impact on the game, I'm just not sure. I'm not sure, and we could all be wrong, but I think this team is out the playoffs now.
I mean, I never was in love with the hiring of Billy Donovan. I never liked it. I still don't get why he still has a job. Like, good NBA, not good college coach, but I didn't get that. Like, you bring him in for a KD, Russell Westbrook team, and you expect him to be the missing piece that's going to take them to the championship.
Right.
And you see what happened when they had a 3-1 lead against Golden State and they fucking blew that. I blame him more than the actual players because it's like, you should realize, like, okay, we can't play hero ball right now. Let's keep going with the system. We got players who can shoot besides Russell and KD. Let's get them in a position where they feel confident to shoot instead of just forcing the shot. You
know, I think that was that his second year?
That was his first year. That was his first year.
I don't give a fuck. You're not about to tell KD and Russell Westbrook what to do, and they had both been on that team for 7-8 years at that point.
I agree, and that's why I'm like, why would you bring him on? Like, you're not going to tell him on. Bring in a veteran coach who can get the respect automatically. Like, okay, I know who y'all are, but I'm a motherfucker too. I got rings. Y'all listen to me.
Yeah, I think you got to make that like a Larry Brown-esque type of move.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think Larry Brown was going to come there, but like a Mark Jackson.
Somebody
it's the kind of guy you go
with a pedigree that they're going to come in and automatically respect, but like, okay,
absolutely.
I get you. Now the college coach, they're going to be like, this dude don't know shit about the NBA.
Exactly, man. Exactly. You had too much talent on that team.
Exactly.
Dude, first off, Sam Presti. I've never actually said this on camera. But first off, motherfucker, you picked Serge Ibaka over James Harden.
That's what everybody said.
What the fuck?
He picked defense over offense at the time. That was.
I don't know if you guys was watching that team then. I don't know if you guys remember James Harden prior to him being with the Rockets. Really, James Harden was killing teams off the bench.
6th man of the year.
Dude, he was massacring dudes. I mean, he was Jamal Crawford. He was Lou Williams. He was all of that.
Yeah.
I remember Kobe Bryant said on camera, the reason why they beat us is because we had no answer for James Harden off the bench. He was massacring dudes. And then the last 4 minutes of the game, Russ, KD, and Harden.
Yeah.
Who the fuck can defend that? And now you got beat by the Heat. Yeah, but they had LeBron James and D Wade. I get that,
y'all
bro.
Y'all were inexperienced in the finals.
Bro, you got to run that back.
I'll just run it back one more time. Like, y'all could have easily went back to the finals.
And ownership. You know the difference between them keeping him and letting him go was $4 million?
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck are you doing? $4 million? You tell me that ownership group can't find $4 million for 3 dudes that won MVPs? Okay, maybe you didn't know that about James Harden. But you know this motherfucker is unguardable. You know, at the very least, let's say James Harden never becomes this version of the James of this champ. He's going to be the best 6 man in the league for the next 10 years.
Exactly. The greatest 6 man easily.
Probably ever. If he stays in that role.
People talking about, man, he should probably be in the Hall of Fame.
Dude, seriously.
Like they did Kevin McHale. Kevin McHale started as a 6 man.
He did. John Havlicek kind of became a 6 man towards the end of his career. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. You picked Serge, who was a nice player for you at the time. But we see what Serge is now.
Now, he wasn't even doing this back then.
Dude.
And I still wouldn't have picked him over
Harden. I still wouldn't have picked him over Harden, dog.
Oh, man, fuck it. Bring them all back. We're going to win some championships. Like, man, they lost. We lost the number. We could beat them. The Russell's going to get better. Russell's going to get better.
That was a gross miscalculation, bro.
It was.
A gross. To me, that's the kind of shit that should get you fired.
That's an ESPN 30 for 30 one day.
Seriously, bro. Seriously. That reminds me of like the Magic of the 90s.
Oh,
when you had that team, man.
Manny and Shaq.
Dude, with And let's not forget, like, you had 3D, you had Nick Anderson.
Horace Grant.
Dude, you had a whip.
Yeah.
And you fucked it all up. You fucked it all up. Because James Harden, Kendrick Perkins came out and said that he used to talk to James Harden. He felt like, yeah, man, I feel like I want my own team. Cool, I get that. But he was willing to stay over $4 million.
Yeah, he was willing to stay because he was comfortable in that position. He knew they was going to be in position to keep winning and being in the contention.
And you know what? I think he knew what he was. And I don't think he's the kind of guy who's the best player in the last 4 minutes of a game.
No, he's not. That's
you
why
know what I'm saying?
That's why down the stretch, especially in the playoffs, postseason, he gas up. He comes so short.
But if he's a third option on your team,
a second option.
God damn, dude. God damn.
Not the first option.
And imagine if KD leaves, now you still got Harden, Westbrook, bro.
Like who you gonna try to guard? You gotta double both.
You get lit up.
Yeah,
that's what I know for a fact.
You got two guys who can get triple doubles whenever they want. This was before he started really passing the ball and getting that game.
Exactly. So, all right, Sarah Preston, it's over. We're gonna leave you alone now. But you fucked up.
That's when it all went downhill when you did that.
Hell yeah, they all went downhill, man. What were you thinking,
KD
man?
said, "Fucking, I ain't coming back." Russ tried to be loyal, thinking y'all gonna bring.
And look, maybe you trade Russ and keep KD and Harden, right? Like maybe that's what you do, and you let Harden play point guard because we obviously know he can do that now,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And maybe you bring in a point guard who's only a distributor, right?
A true point guard, because Russell is not a true point guard.
Right. I'm saying, and right. Like maybe you trade him for a veteran Jason Kidd-esque type of player. You know what I'm saying?
That's more a pass first type
right,
of point guard.
Right. Because eventually they would have figured out, okay, we can't play all three of these dudes at the same time. But yeah, man. So fireable. Sam Presti, fireable. But that motherfucker just got like 6 goddamn first round picks.
So yeah, they rebuild. They ain't rebuild mode. Either they're gonna rebuild or they're gonna try to use those picks to bring in someone else.
I gotta ask you about this trade. Because when I first saw it, the first thing I thought was, Clippers, what the fuck are you doing? 6 first rounders essentially. They are going all in. And my initial reaction is, the Thunder fleeced them. And then after like 5 minutes, and I calmed the fuck down, and I was like, okay, wait a minute. It's actually okay that they traded.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not okay.
Well,
but I'm okay with the fact that you got Doc Rivers, who we know is one of the top 3 coaches in this league. You got Jerry West, right? Oh, I know how you feel about Doc.
No,
okay.
I'm gonna say I would say he's the top 3 coach. I would say that. I know we had a discussion.
At the very least, top 5. At the very least.
Easily top 5.
Okay, fine. Let's just call him top 5, right? So you got Doc, you got Jerry West, one of the greatest GMs in American pro sports. Period. End of story.
We can get on the Lakers on letting him go. Period. Because he should still be with the Lakers.
Absolutely, 1,000%. 1,000%. Also, you got the richest owner in pro sports.
Don't give a fuck about luxury tax.
Dog. So, and the more I thought about that, right, the more I thought, okay, those picks aren't going to be high picks.
Right.
You got a guy who is a top 10 player in the league. And when you think about the fact that it was almost them two on the same team on the Pacers, you know what I'm saying? Now you're going to have the 2 best wing defenders in basketball, period, in the story. They are about to lock people the fuck up, bro.
With Patrick Beverly, too?
Dude, it's a wrap. You're going to have a problem scoring against that team.
It's going to be the 96 Bulls all over again.
Dude, defensively for sure.
Yeah, defensively.
For sure. For sure. Absolutely.
You got 3 fucking elite top 10 defenders.
Dude, absolutely. So that's scary. So then when I thought about it that way, I trust Jerry West, I trust Doc, and I trust Steve Ballmer's willingness to go out and do what's necessary.
Well, this is how I look at it, and I'm telling everybody this now. Like, yeah, they got Paul George, but they also got Kawhi Leonard, because Kawhi Leonard wanted them to do this deal, them and found to sign. So if they didn't do this deal, he wasn't going to sign.
And
so you
for
got
Paul George,
you got 2 players for that. Yeah, you traded for Paul George, but you signed Kawhi, so you got 2 out of 2 top 10 players out of that deal.
Dude, they're going to be scary. Once they gel, they're going to be scary, man. And I think right now, you got to look at them as the favorite if they can figure it out. And also barring injury, they got to be the favorite right now, even over the Lakers. Even over the Lakers. I think they have a better coach than the Lakers have.
They do.
I think they have better defenders. I think Zubac is going to be real nice next to them.
Yep.
I'm not expecting a lot out of him, but he's going to be nice.
That bench.
They're going to, you got Lou Williams.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have to add some more other pieces. You know what I'm saying?
They will.
Yeah. So maybe some minimum contract guys or whatever the case is.
But
and that's
again,
fine.
But again, defensively, though.
You got Montrezl Harrell, man.
Even if they're not shooting the ball right, they can still defend your ass.
Bro. And at the end of the day, we saw that shit matters.
Yeah.
That
you saw how Kawhi was locking motherfuckers up.
Bro, he locked up Giannis, bro. And Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Both they ass. He was like, nah, I got this, bro.
He was locking up Ben Simmons the entire season.
Woo! Bro, that motherfucker is scary, bro. He is scary. Kawhi Leonard is scary, bro. He's the fucking Terminator, dog. Kawhi Leonard is the Terminator with cornrows. So, I wouldn't want to see. There's no relief.
No.
So the best players are going to have to see 6'7" Kawhi Leonard or 6'7", 6'8" Paul George.
Paul George, yeah.
You know, or 6'3" fucking bloodhound of a point guard defender and
who don't have to score at all now, but he's still gonna get somebody.
Bro, and his offensive game has gotten so much better over the years, man. And he's just gonna be even better now because who your best defenders are gonna be defending those two dudes all the time, man.
Ain't nobody gonna be paying attention to you,
bruh. A lot of open looks for that team.
The funniest shit though, I went to school with Patrick Beverly. He graduated.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, we both went to Marsh. He played high school basketball there. I graduated in 05. He graduated in 06. We never had a conversation. I don't think we ever looked eye to eye. I didn't think this dude was gonna make it to the NBA.
Right.
I know he went to Alabama, and then I know his host.
You didn't think he was gonna make it to the NBA in college? He was one of the best ballers in the city, bro, at that time.
I didn't think he was making it to the NBA. Bro.
Damn, that's wild, man.
I didn't think that.
I did. Just because I thought, just how aggressive he was, man. Oh, by the way, I went to Simeon and we beat y'all.
I'm sure I did.
Yeah, in 06.
The boys team wasn't that. They were good then, but they wasn't fucking the girls basketball team. That was the elite team with Gators.
Yeah, man. So
y'all had D Rose at that point. Didn't you?
We did.
So of course, we got D Rose.
I mean, still, man. Like I said, I thought y'all team was pretty solid, man.
It was. Though.
Pat Bev was good, man. He was real good for them.
He was. He definitely was. Did we just went to the Clippers and skipped the Spurs?
No. I mean, we kind of started getting with the Clippers.
No, we just started to move to the trade for OKC.
For sure. I mean, we kind of did talk about the Clippers, but
go back to the downhill OKC with that trade. So with the pieces they have, Steven Adams and Westbrook, maybe at best, what would you say at best? 7, 8 seed at best.
Right now. At best right now, bro.
Russell goes ham and he just fucking go triple
and
double.
Gallinari runs free.
Steven Adams can do a double double.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be tough for them.
I don't even know who's on the fucking bench.
It's gonna be tough for them, man.
I don't know who they got on the bench.
I don't remember a whole lot who they got on the bench either, man. But I'm not sure it matters because at this point, I will go ahead and trade Russ.
I would.
Right now, they're talking about Heat, move for and moving Dragic and Winslow, for them. I don't know if I love that move for the Thunder.
I don't know where else they can go though. Who wants to take on that contract?
That's a great question.
My fucking this thought is after this season, he might just say, "All right, man, send me to the Lakers." Make a trade to but I don't know how much more assets the Lakers gonna have.
I don't know who they can move. I don't know who they can move.
I thought the AD move was crazy till Paul George trade happened. Motherfucking other teams that's trading all these damn picks.
Right. Yeah, I'm not really sure what they can do.
But
man.
I don't know. That's gonna be interesting. I mean, he's in a lose-lose situation now. Okay, see. Kudos for staying loyal, but sometimes staying loyal don't work out best.
Yeah, man, these hoes definitely ain't loyal.
These owners ain't loyal at all.
Hell no.
You fucking up their bottom line, they gonna ship your ass out.
Ship you. And I really have been thinking about this all day. I don't know what team he could go to, man.
That was motherfuckers in Chicago saying Chicago the Bulls. Like, why?
Yeah,
why?
I mean, it's still rebuilding, man.
It's gonna be the same damn thing.
I mean, would you, if you're Milwaukee, do you maybe make a play for him? And run some pick and roll with him and Giannis? I think he's better than Bledsoe.
He is, but
and Bledsoe's a really good player, but I think he's better than Bledsoe.
You trade Bledsoe, what would you give up?
Maybe do they got picks?
So OKC just gonna be stacked.
Man, but that contract.
That's my thing. That contract.
So you'd have to make the money work.
Has the max money kicked in yet?
It's about to, goddamn. It's about to. It's about to. I mean, even if it hasn't, I think he was still making 20-something million.
Oh, I think he's making that 40 now.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Somebody. I heard somebody on the radio suggest like the Knicks or something like that. I mean, it could be box office if you're the Knicks. If you're the Knicks,
it could.
I mean, he's better than every point guard you have on the team.
He fits the New York Madison Square Garden mentality, so I can see that.
With his fashion and whatnot, he could be
his attitude is like,
dude,
go hard, shit. Like he'll fucking be a great entertainer.
And they got guys that you maybe want to move. What's his name? Knox and Dennis Smith. Maybe you want to make a move like that for him. Maybe they can flip a pick or two. I don't know. I don't know.
It may not be a bad idea.
Maybe.
It may not be. I don't think
as
that,
a consolation kind of prize.
I don't know if that helps them right away, but that's not a bad idea. And they could be competing with the Brooklyn Nets. So
right.
The whole KD.
Right.
Russell,
they did get Bobby Portis and
Taj Gibson and
Julius Randle,
right?
Who I really like. I don't know if I love the Taj Gibson and the Bobby Portis move, but
same position basically.
Yeah, dude, you drafted basically 3 of the same players, So I don't know about that exactly.
So basically, we're just saying lower C at best, but they maybe should just trade Russ and just
miss the playoffs. Just go miss the playoffs. You got 2 first-round picks basically for the next 6 years, and just go ahead and trade them. Maybe you don't trade them right now, and you wait for somebody to get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
True. But then who's gonna take on that goddamn contract all the way through?
Would you trade if you're Philly and you realize it doesn't work for him and
Ooh.
Would you trade Ben Simmons for him? Because he just got the extension, so the money might not be too hard to work out.
I don't think it's gonna work for him between him and Embiid. That's my personal opinion. Basically, because I don't think Simmons, a true point guard, should be a different position. But man, that's an interesting one.
I mean, it's something to think about.
That is something to think about. That's a good one, Jeremy.
Yeah. So it's something to I don't know. I don't know whether they would do that or not. Like I said, I think things for him would heat up closer to the trade deadline.
True.
Depending on injuries, depending on what teams actually figure out what they are and what they aren't.
Yeah.
I think.
OKC just need to break you all the way up. Get rid of Billy Donovan. He ain't the fucking coach of the future. Get
for
the
sure.
Fuck out of the,
for sure, man.
Presti's on the fucking leash, but he got all those picks, so they can probably do what he got to do.
Right.
Rebuild it from scratch one more time.
Getting basically 2 first-round picks for the next 5-6 years builds you up a lot of equity with the ownership group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because no matter, even if somebody calls and said, "Well, we'll give you blah blah blah," the haul that they got, I think you still have to call the owner when you know you got Paul George on the team. He's like, "Look, we're gonna get a haul for this guy, and we're probably not. We probably could have competed for a championship, but we have a chance to build our team out for the next 10 years.
Right?
Literally the next 10 years, man. So
we can get another KD and another Harden, maybe, and we just
and
we learn from our mistakes.
Look, you could just trade. You just keep trading back up into the lottery for the next 6 years. Like, we're gonna trade these 2 first-round picks and maybe an asset. Trade these 2 first-round picks. Trade these 2 first-round picks and move up. The difference between picking at 17 and 7 is huge.
Yep.
It's huge. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, man, I really like that. We're going to take one more break, and then we're going to come back and wrap this thing up. And we're back. We have a few more teams in our Western Conference kind of breakdown, free agency breakdown.
The Eastern Conference breakdown ain't going to be this damn long.
Yeah, definitely not, because there's definitely not that many teams to talk about, even worth talking about. We're going to get to it, but just a quick question. Do you think the Hornets should have maxed out Kemba Walker?
My honest opinion, no.
Really?
No. Well, what were you going to bring in to help build the team around?
Man, you got to sell tickets, dog. You got to sell tickets.
Why they selling tickets for Kemba, though?
I mean, I think on some level...
He's the all-time leading scorer, and he may go down one of the best players in Hornets history. That's it?
Here's what I think. I think, it's good to show loyalty to your best players. For future people that come in, it's like, man, y'all niggas didn't even re-sign Kemba. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I'm a rookie, right, and you draft somebody and he becomes a guy, and I'm thinking to myself, you're not going to even re-sign me. My last year, I'm thinking, man, I'm not even about to go hard. Not really. You know what I'm saying? With the way they paying some of these rookie contracts out now, with some of these guys that's getting maxed out.
Do you consider Kemba a top 10 player, a top 15 player in the NBA?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how good Kemba is because he's never played with another all-star caliber player. You know what I'm saying? And it's similar.
I'm gonna be loyal and give this man this X amount of money.
Okay,
I don't think,
let me say
I don't
this.
know how good he is.
No, he's not a top 10 player. No, he's not top 15.
Top 25.
He's top 25 for fucking sure.
He's 25 then.
I don't know if he's 25, but he's definitely.
Again, this is not a knock on Kemba. I think Kemba a hell of a player, but I'm not paying him the max dollars.
Look, who are you going to pay max dollars to on that team?
Nobody.
And that's the problem. He's your one guy on that team that anybody wants to see. And the fact that he said he wanted to be Dominique Wilkins, right? He wanted to play on that team. He wanted to be the face of that franchise. He wanted to be Reggie Miller.
You can say things in public just to make the perception seem that way, but behind the scenes, we don't know what really happened.
We don't. But he came out and said, "I wanted to be there."
I know he did say that,
and
he's not. But he's not there.
And you didn't even offer him what I would even imagine is a real contract.
Because they're not trying to pay a guy who we don't know how good he is. You bring pieces around.
Well, look, you overpaid Otto Porter ass. Not Otto Porter. That's not them. You overpaid Batum ass. Way overpaid. Even though he was a nice player, you know what I'm saying. You overpaid.
That shit should have worked out, man. I don't know how that didn't work.
Because he got fucking paid and he stopped caring, bro. I know how this shit go. You know what I'm saying?
The Andrew Wiggins effect. He never cared.
Yeah, man. Well, he probably did, but he just. Man, you look, they say, Jack Dempsey said it's hard to get up and run 5 miles every day when you got silk drawers on. And that's real. That's real.
That's funny and real.
Yeah, a lot of people have taken that saying and kind of said it differently, but he's the first person I've heard say that.
Really
and I think Nick Batum, when you look at his athleticism and everything like that, and maybe what he could have been, I think he got that fat ass contract, and he was like, yeah, I'll work hard, kind of. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure how good he was ever going to be. But he's one of those cats like Otto Porter who got a big contract and he shouldn't necessarily got it. But I think when you have a face-up franchise kind of guy, because you also got to realize who and what you are. You had your own version of Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? OKC isn't necessarily getting all the free agents in the world. You could attract something when you had KD and Russ and Harden, yes. But even then, they weren't necessarily attracting all the free agents because it's fucking OKC. You know what I'm saying?
Trades.
Yeah, well, you know.
That's how they got Paul George.
Exactly, and like I said, you weren't exactly putting the best team in the world around Kemba anyway. You know, so how good is Kemba? We don't know because he wasn't able. He's been the focal point of an offense. He's 6'3" with a great handle and a nice mid-range game and shit. You know what big man has been able to play off of?
Dwight
he tried
Howard.
to do and his ass. Dwight Howard started carrying 3 years ago, bro. He's been injured. In fairness to him, he's been injured and he stopped caring 3 years ago, I think, man.
Yeah, why is he still trying to play?
Because people still gonna pay his ass. All right, we gonna wait. We said I just want to ask about Kemba.
I would not have gave Kemba.
I might have. I can't say for sure, definitely, but I might have, dog, for sure. For sure.
I've thought about this, and there's no way I can use. I haven't even thought about saying maybe. It's just like, I can't see myself paying him the max. So again, it's not knocking him. I just can't see myself offering him the max.
You fine with it just being a lottery team for the next 20 years?
At some point, somebody got to figure out how to run the damn organization.
Like the Clippers did before fucking Doc Rivers and Chris Paul showed up.
Yeah.
They had nobody. We're not growing up. The Clippers were a fucking laughing stock. A laughing stock. I think that's what I think that you're about to be the Hawks. You're about to be Orlando. You're about to be all these teams. You're about to be a fucking doormat again. Your fans deserve better than that, dog.
If it wasn't for the Knicks owner, people would probably be saying Michael Jordan is the worst owner in basketball. But you got Dolan still
and shit like that is why, to me, why you gotta pay. Why you gotta pay Kemba, man. People gotta come out to your team. There's gotta be somebody you can build behind. Okay, and then when Kemba retires, you use him as an ambassador and say, look, they took care of me here, blah 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 blah.
We didn't win shit, but they took care of me.
It matters. It matters when you get to that point and you trying to entice future free agents to come in, dog. And you decided that you weren't gonna do that for whatever reason. I don't know how cash strapped he is. When I see people walking around in mics all the fucking time, but goddamn, you didn't do that. So let's get to the Spurs. The Spurs didn't do a whole lot. They re-signed Rudy Gay, and they made a play for DeMarre Carroll. Right. They needed another small forward combo 3-4. They needed another one. They got him.
He played with DeRozan in Toronto, didn't he? Right.
I can't remember if
I think he was on the same. I think they were.
Yeah, it may have been for like a year or two, maybe.
I think he had a good year.
I can't remember,
I think he
man.
had a good year. Yeah. I think. Maybe.
Here's the thing about the Spurs. Right now, the Spurs are like 9-10 deep right now. They got a lot of good players. And my problem with them is DeMar DeRozan isn't good enough to be the second best player on a championship team. And LaMarcus Aldridge isn't aggressive enough to be the best player on a championship team.
He's not aggressive.
And he should be.
I feel like his run is being looked at the best player on the team maybe over.
You're probably right. And the problem is, he's one of the most talented offensive big men in basketball, bro.
Yeah.
He can shoot. He got some post moves. He's an above average defender. I don't know how many people watch Spurs game. He's an above average defender. He can do a lot of things.
That nigga runs weird though.
That's because he got all those fucking shoulders. He's big as fuck up top. So when he runs, he just kind of looks like this thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But he does. He's a very serviceable big man. They got Jakob Pertl, who's a nice kind of energy player. He's kind of a will player, but you know, he's not terribly.
They're getting the point guards back. That's
Dejounte Murray is gonna be a dog, man. He's super athletic. He was second team All NBA defense the year before last when he got hurt.
That's why they was like, deuces Tony.
They was like, yeah, we don't need Joe. Sorry, Tony.
Thank you for your service.
Exactly. They said goodbye to Tony Parker, bro.
Yeah, like,
I'm gonna be honest. Exactly. Yeah, holla at you, my nigga. It's being real. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Pop has ever been really crazy about Tony Parker's game. And I think when he got a point guard who actually is a real type of point guard, because he wanted to make a play for Jason Kidd, and this kid is a Jason Kidd type of guy, I think he was like, yeah, I'm good. I think he said that. And I think the Spurs missed an opportunity. I'm a Spurs fan, by the way. Yeah, I think the Spurs missed an opportunity with all this stuff going on in free agency, with DeMar DeRozan and Patty Mills and having 2 first-round picks this year. I think they should have maybe flipped him for an elite player.
Like who?
I would have called and asked about Jimmy Butler. I would have called and asked about. I mean, obviously Kawhi wasn't coming.
No.
Yeah, I'm coming back rather. I would have called the Pelicans and asked about AD. I would have tried to flip LaMarcus Aldridge, both those first round picks, maybe Patty Mills, and maybe one of those young guards for AD, which is similar to what they got. And LaMarcus is better than anything they got in that trade package coming back to them. I'm just saying I would have made a play. I would have at least called and kicked the tires on AD if I'm the Spurs. I would have just called and kicked the tires, man, and at least seen. But I think maybe they realized he wanted to be in the Lakers so bad.
Yeah.
And I think whatever team called his
agent.
Yeah, Clutch. We're there for a year and we're out.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying? So that could have been what it was.
That's the bronze guy, no matter what.
Right. So, but I would have tried to. I would have called somebody and maybe look to flip.
Is that the Spurs' way though to really call teams and try to flip draft and trades?
I mean, not really.
Exactly.
However, they have been creative before. They have been creative. And I think with a guy like Rudy Gay and you signed Amari Carroll, like I said, they have a trio of young guards that they really like. I think DeMar DeRozan, as good as he is, I think if I'm the Spurs, I maybe say to myself, we're good enough to fight for a playoff position this year without DeMar DeRozan. And if we miss the playoffs, we're in the lottery, and you know maybe we flip him for future assets or something like that. Because I'm gonna be honest, I would have been. I know he hates the Lakers. I would have been on the phone with the Lakers, at least asking about. Well, do you guys want DeMar DeRozan? You know what I'm saying? We'll do something. I guess maybe they didn't do it because they really felt confident about getting AD. I would have definitely asked about him though. I definitely would have asked about him.
I mean, how long do you expect Popovich to be there? I feel like
he just signed an extension for 3 years.
Oh,
last year, this past season, yeah, like March or April, he signed a 3-year extension.
Is he gonna speed out the next for at least 4 more years?
That's a good fucking question. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I do think this team is really deep, and I think they're really talented with DeJounte Murray coming back. They have a lot of duplication in that roster.
If they can stay healthy and they finally play on the court finally.
Yeah.
You see him really be creative. Like he can be creative.
Dude, they're gonna be able to switch a lot, switch a lot. They now have 2 legit small forwards. They got Bertans and, like I said, they got Jonte Murray. Derek Wright showed some things in the playoffs last year. DeMar DeRozan is a 20-plus point per game scorer. You know, I really like him. I know what his ceiling is. You know what I'm saying?
We've seen his ceiling.
Yeah, we've seen it. He's at it right now. You know, so I don't know. I maybe would have tried to get another player or 2 that could have did some things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who you make a play for, but I would have at least called around and asked about some guys. I definitely think I'm of the mindset that they are going to be somewhere between the 6th or the 7th seed again. They were the 7th seed last year.
Should have beat Denver.
Should have beaten Denver. And who did Denver play right after that? I think the Spurs could have beaten Portland too.
They could have made it to the conference final.
I do, and that's saying a lot for that team without a superstar on it. A lot of all-star caliber players. But I think they could have beaten, especially watching how Portland just got, you know, murked. Exactly. So I'm excited to see what they do. I'm excited about Jonte. I'm excited to see DeMarre Carroll, and I'm excited to see what Pirtle can be. They're not going to be a top 4 seed. They're just not. There's just too many more talented teams than them. I expect
there's going to be a scratch where they win a couple of games. Feel like, man, this could be a legit threat in the West. Like every year, they win a couple of games. They look good. They beat some of the elite teams at home. Like, oh man, the Spurs maybe can do something this season.
Right.
Then you realize they're going to be a little short.
Exactly.
They're going to play hard. They're going to play the right way. They're going to play smart. They're going to be right in the hunt, but they're going to fall a little bit short.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So I feel the same way about them that I kind of feel about Denver, that I kind of feel about the Jazz. Like I said, I love what the Jazz have. I just think they're lacking a stud, bro. They're lacking a stud, but I think they're going to be the depth people to death in some ways, which may not matter now because the Clippers have just put together a fucking juggernaut. LeBron James has AD now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, the West is just fucked now. It's fucked now. You want to get on the Clippers again?
Well, we talked about them a little bit, but we know they're going to be there. The moves they made, they're going to be there.
I fully expect to see them in the Western Conference Finals. Barring injury, fully expect to see them in the Western Conference Finals.
Paul George maybe missing a little bit of the season, early in the season. We don't know if Kawhi's going to continue his load management. So it's going to be probably a slow start. Doc Rivers getting everybody crammed together, but by the middle towards the end of the season, they should be fully stride. And
man, they just got to get in, bro. And once they get in, I just don't see any team that they're not a good matchup for right now. I just don't. I just don't see any team that can match them defensively and match their firepower offensively. Because once again, Lou Williams is the great equalizer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And when that
get those buckets quick,
dude, Lou Williams can go get 40. We just know that he can go do that if that's what you need him to do.
Everybody else struggling. Let's get him the ball and y'all go back and play defense.
Exactly. Definitely our generation's Vinny Johnson, Vinny Microwave. So, you know, he's just gonna go get buckets, bro. Yeah. And they're gonna be scary, man. They're gonna be scary. So we don't really need to touch on them again.
We need to touch on the Lakers now, though. We haven't touched on them. They missed the playoffs, so they went in the AFC. But now
they're making it to the playoffs.
Finally back.
They're making it to the playoffs. Back. Yes.
It took a year from the LeBron project, but they're finally back.
Yeah.
Pending injuries.
Right.
Let me know when AD's played a full season or at least 70 games. He played 70 games in NBA season before once?
Maybe once. And like we were talking earlier, AD is legitimately, from a statistical standpoint, one of like the 7 greatest players to ever play basketball.
Yeah, and like I said, like being analytical, his PER is high. Like he's top 3.
Third greatest all time.
Only LeBron James, Michael Jordan has a higher PER.
Literally the 2 GOATs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He's third.
Yeah, so that's saying a lot. I think him playing with a guy like LeBron James is going to mean a lot. The problem is,
and I don't know how true it is, but they're saying LeBron is going to be coming in playing point guard.
That should be and it's so funny because I was going to say to you, I think LeBron James still can be the most dominant player in basketball. Mm-hmm. He still can be. And when I look at him, when I watch him on the court, no one can do anything with him. No one can do anything. The only team that's maybe going to be able to do something with him is the Clippers. You know what I mean? Yeah. They got, exactly, Kawhi and they got the Terminator and fucking Paul George. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely he can. He's proved that to me. Yeah. So, the Lakers should do everything they can. I think LeBron James should be the most dominant player in basketball for 15 minutes a game. I'm serious. I don't think he should be playing more than
the last 15.
I just pick 3 5-minute stretches where he needs to go all LeBron on somebody's ass. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the last 10 minutes of the fourth quarter because it's tight and he just can't come off the court, but pick 3 5-minute stretches or 2 7.5-minute stretches where he needs to be the most dominant figure on the court. Because no matter what, we know that the Lakers are going to have 2 of the 5 best players, and they got 2 of the 5 best players, and 99% of the time, they're going to have 2 of the 3 best players on the court at any time. And they kind of, even without great depth, that gives you an incredible advantage over everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. And the fact that you can swap your 2 best players at their position, basically whenever you want to, because to me, LeBron James can play stretch 4. I think he should have been kind of playing that last year when he had Rondo and Lonzo. But the fact that he's going to be playing point guard, yes, sign me up every day of the week. Let him do what he's going to do. And when it's time for him to just take shots, and when he wants to take shots, because the team is lag or whatever.
Like, all right, you know,
because I'm LeBron James, exactly. Because I'm LeBron James.
Right.
He should be the best player. He should be the most, the best, the most dominant, the greatest, whatever. He should be there for 15 minutes a game. And the other 15 minutes he's playing, 15 to 17 minutes, he should be a facilitator. And the rest of the time, AD should be dominating people. He should be dominating people. Man, do you remember Kevin Martin?
Yeah.
He's Kevin Martin.
What happened to him?
He just faded to oblivion, bro. He just faded out of the league.
He could be a good bench player.
He was for a little while, and then, we overvalued him, and, he kind of just slowly digressed out of the league.
So you got Kuzma as a Kevin Martin-like.
Yeah, and, some people saying, he's going to be the 3rd best player on the team.
He is the 3rd best player on the team right now, currently.
Well, they just signed Boogie, so Boogie is going to be...
Boogie has to rehab.
No, wait. That's fine, but when he comes back, and if he comes back healthy...
Well, I mean, rehab, if he got to get his ass in shape and actually show he can get max money if he want to be a max player.
Fine. Boogie from a talent perspective is a top 10 player. And before he started dealing with all the injuries, all the Achilles and bullshit, he was a top 10 player to me. He may have been 10, but he was a top 10 player.
He's going to get a max contract.
Exactly. How many more skilled big men are there? First off, how many more skilled big men have there ever been in the history of the league than him? Not a lot. Not a lot. So I love what he's eventually going to bring to this team.
I do too. I like that sign. I figured if they were going to miss on Kawhi, they was going to bring him in. Either him, he's either going to the Lakers or the Knicks. And why would you go to the Knicks? So it's just going to get a little bit more money. But I figured the Lakers.
Especially when they signed 3 other guys that kind of play your position.
Yeah.
Right.
And that made no sense at all. So that kind of threw out the Knicks. So I figured it had to be the Lakers. I didn't know where else he would fit in at.
I thought the Spurs might kick the tires on him. Just kick the tires on him.
I would have liked it. Yeah, that's why I didn't think it would work. But I would have liked it. But I want to know if he's been a pop guy.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Portland too would have kicked the tires on him. I would have.
Yeah. But they already had Whiteside, and he kind of slows down the offense. So I'm not saying Portland like super fast, but you saw how he was in the Golden State
sure,
offense.
man. But we also see that in a half court setting, the dude can do a lot. And it's not like you can really stop him when he's healthy. You know what I'm saying?
We saw what he did in the finals. Like, he's still good at getting those second chance points, those rebounds. He's going to be doing it. They're going to need that with the Lakers for sure.
Oh, definitely, bro. Definitely. So, they also brought back JaVale McGee. Rondo. So, they have they brought back Rondo.
I don't know why they brought back KCP, I guess, for shooting.
They got to fill out the roster, dog.
He didn't do shit last year. I know he's a bronze guy, but he didn't do shit last year.
That team was just weird last year, man. And now he doesn't have to split shots with Brandon Ingram and Lonzo, and he doesn't have to be weird about figuring out. Remember, Michael Beasley was on that team too. You know what I'm saying? So maybe
trying to find some damn
maybe they're gonna play him. Maybe he's gonna start. I don't know who's gonna start because they also brought in Danny Green.
Oh yeah.
So maybe he's your second unit guy. Maybe he's like, all right, KCP, which he can do.
Yeah.
He can do. I mean, he was a starter in this league for some years, man. So
Detroit.
Yeah. I mean, he probably should have been starting on that Lakers team last year. But he wasn't. Well, not the whole time. So, dude, I think the Lakers are going to the Western Conference Finals, man.
I mean, they should with AD and LeBron. If they both in the playoffs healthy, the Western Conference Finals should at least be where they go.
Definitely.
How crazy is it going to be if it's a LA Western Conference Finals?
It could entirely be possible, man.
That would be the first time ever, like, you just have a conference finals. You ain't going nowhere. You in LA.
Right,
You in the
right.
same arena all 7 games.
Right, man. That's wild, man.
Like
Great
that's
for
the
the
point,
media.
right.
They don't got to travel back and forth. You can just
All
stay
all
there,
they doing
man.
is swapping jerseys out, road jerseys,
Exactly.
That's it.
And then you know LAX is, if that happens, LAX is going to be the center of the basketball
Hell
universe.
yeah.
I mean, it is anyway, right? But like playoff time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro, it's going to be crazy. So how do you think they match up with all? I think they match up with every team in the West. And I think they can beat the Clippers for sure because they can beat anybody. That team can win a championship. Yeah. I don't think any team necessarily matches up with them other than the Clippers. I think they're a bad matchup for the Rockets, bro.
Well, we're thinking in the West, only the Clippers at this point.
Only the Clippers.
Only the Clippers. If Golden State can figure out how to get healthy, maybe they can outshoot them. But
right.
I don't know. They got who gonna guard AD? Who gonna stop
they don't
LeBron?
have KD no more, man. And LeBron got maybe the best basketball player maybe the actual best basketball player in the world in AD on him. I think for 44 minutes AD is probably is, at least on the regular season anyway. Yeah. He probably is the best basketball player in the world. You know what I'm saying?
And then now it's scratches that LeBron carry us home.
Right, man.
Skill set and just shooting.
Yeah.
So you're lasting your minutes basically. So that's
for sure, man. For sure. So
facilitate pass all the first 3 quarters, fourth quarter. Let's bring us on home.
Definitely, and I don't think they should be trying to go for the 1 seed. I don't think they should be trying to go for the 2 seed.
I don't think they are.
You know, because
it's all about load management.
Exactly, man. Like I said, if I were them, when it gets late in the season, I'd just be trying to figure out how to avoid the Clippers early. That's the only team I'm trying to figure out how to avoid. Just because, like I said, I think they'll be able to defend them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Particularly LeBron, but they can defend all of them.
They can.
That's gonna be fun. Just watching that in the regular season. That's probably gonna be the Christmas matchup. I'm assuming.
Oh my God! I hope it's the Christmas matchup. Hey, Adam Silver, make that happen, big dog.
It's already booked already. It gotta be booked.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. So yeah, the Lakers are gonna be scary as hell, and you never know that Melo might still sign to that team. You know what I'm saying? As a piece, bro. Look, I'm watching him, bro.
They're gonna try to get Iggy. If he
You're probably right. You're probably right.
That makes more sense than Melo. Yeah, that's a shooter, but that's all he's gonna do. He's just gonna shoot and take up space.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do nothing else.
Yeah. Well, I feel like he could still get 40 on a random night.
Well, the team allows him to get 40. Hell, just get LeBron call D Wade, but like, hey, bro, man, I know you retired, but I know you're a Heat, but this may be your last chance to win a good ring real quick. Come out here in LA. Your son already going to high school. Our son's going to high school, so you already in Cali. Come out of retirement.
Dwayne Wade's son go to
high school? Him and LeBron, they go in the same high school in Cali.
Dude, man, fuck that team, man. I love that, though. I love it. That's dope as hell, bro.
Hey, man, just come out of retirement. It's 1 year, play with the Lakers. We're going to get a chip. We're going to come off the bench, get us like 10, 12 points.
Bronny about to be a dog. He's not going to be his dad, but he's going to be good, bro.
Is he going to?
I also don't think he's going to be his top. If he wants to. If he wants to. I mean, he's LeBron, bro. He's this generation's Michael Jordan, bro. He's the Michael Jordan of this time, dog. And we just gotta call it that.
Didn't have the gifts. I feel like their dad did.
Bro, it's hard. It's hard when you're rich. It's hard to be. It's hard to grind when you're rich, bro.
Bronny Jr. figured it out.
I think LeBron is much more interested in his son being a great basketball player than the other.
Oh no, he was. Mike didn't want them to do that. The burden of following his footsteps. Right. So it's like, LeBron's more like, man, follow your own path. And you gonna do it. So. Yeah,
because his other son is like, I don't want to play basketball.
And that makes
which is cool.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna fuck around and be a business mogul.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap up the last seeded teams that could potentially make the playoffs.
That really ain't gonna do shit. I just say the only two really, the Pelicans and Mavericks, have a legit chance of maybe. Oh, and the Kings, of course. Those are the 3 teams that potentially can make a run, maybe be a 7 or 8 seed, depending on what happens with injuries and just.
Right. You want to throw the Thunder in there too? Because like I said, I think they've pretty much dropped out the playoffs. But they do have Westbrook. They do have Gallinari, who's a real NBA player.
All right. So let's just do this. So we got Warriors in, we got Nuggets in, we got Trailblazers, Rockets, Jazz, Spurs, Clippers, Lakers.
Right. How many is that?
That's those are 8 teams right there, I believe.
That's 8 teams right there?
Yeah, obviously Spurs are like maybe.
Yeah, they could be a 7-8 seed, right?
But
right.
Yeah, we'll play OKC, potentially be fighting it for. Sacramento's still going to be good. They did some good re-signings.
Yeah.
New Orleans, they got Zion. They did some good re-signings too.
I think they're too young. I think they're too young.
But they're gonna be fun to watch.
For sure.
Get better. Dallas, they re-signed Porzingis.
Man, if Porzingis come back healthy, him and Luka, bro, they're about to be like the European connection, dog.
That's gonna might well call themselves European Mavericks.
Yeah.
That play in Dallas.
I love that, bro.
Minnesota. What's
man?
Average.
I don't know. Is
disappointing team with the most athletic gifted players.
Dude, does what's his name? Fucking
Wiggins or Cat?
Does both of them? Do they want to be great? Do they want to be great? Because that's a real 1-2 punch, bro.
It should have been. Like, it isn't working. It just didn't work. You put Jimmy Butler on that team, y'all can't do shit. Y'all can be. Y'all was a 3 seed when he was healthy. He got hurt. Y'all went all the way down 7th.
Dude, they plummeted, man.
With all the talent y'all had, y'all still had D-Rose coming off the bench.
Bro, who was playing really well for that team.
And y'all couldn't do shit.
So, I don't know,
Last year, y'all with that talent, y'all only got 36 wins. Really? Like, seriously?
It's tough, man. It's tough.
Y'all don't want to play defense at all, at least attempt to play defense.
Right. So, of the Thunder, so for the 7-8 seed, let's throw the Spurs in there. Let's throw the Thunder in there.
The Pelicans, the Mavericks, and the Kings.
Which of those 2 teams do you think are gonna make the playoffs? I think because of their depth and because of Pop, I think the Spurs are a virtual lock to make it.
If they stay healthy.
If Jonte Murray comes back, who missed the whole season last year but still made it. Lonnie Walker Jr. and Derek White continues to get better. DeMar DeRozan stays steady, and LaMarcus Aldridge stays steady. You know, DeMar Carroll shows us, you know, what he can continue to do. Like I said, that team is legit. 10 deep. I just think they have too much talent to not make the playoffs.
I agree with you. They're gonna be at least 7 or 8. So I think they're gonna be in there. And I would say 7 for the Spurs.
Yeah.
I would go 8. If OKC's out, I'm gonna go
I kind of want to go with the Kings, bro. Like I said, it's hard not to say the Kings, whatever. But I mean, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to see. It's kind of too many things are up in the air. We just looked up something. Avery Bradley signed with the Lakers, man.
Yeah. So that's
another good signing.
Yeah. How you gonna spread out the minutes though? And do you think that one thing we didn't talk about coaching? You think they got the right coach in Frank Vogel?
I mean, Frank Vogel was a nice coach with the
Pacers.
With the Pacers. Man, I know he went to Orlando and things didn't really work out, but Orlando wasn't beating anybody anyway. So
yeah, but he leave and they make the playoffs without him. With the same players essentially.
Right.
No drastic changes. He leaves and they make the playoffs.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
That's a real thing. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe he's one of those guys that does better coaching veteran players. Also, that team he had was a pretty veteran team out in Indiana.
Outside of Paul George.
Right. You know, they had David West and George Hill and
what's his face?
Roy Hibbert.
Hibbert, Lance Stevenson.
I fucking love Lance Stevenson, bro. He's one of my favorite players.
Is he signed with a team?
I have no fucking clue, dog.
Lakers not gonna bring him back?
Dude, I mean, there's a lot of teams that could use a playmaker like Lance, bro. A lot of teams that could use him.
If he plays right, then he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah. Abe, we don't know. Son, sorry, we're not talking about you. Devin Booker play some defense.
Worst team in the West, still.
By far. Yeah. I saw something that thinks that somebody said that they're going to compete for a spot. Not happening.
When in 2025?
Who knows, man? Who fucking knows, dog? So I don't know what's going to happen.
Right now, Phoenix is the place for players to go and retire. Yeah,
man, that's crazy, dog. That's crazy. And Phoenix is a great city. Arizona's a great state. I don't know. Figure it out. You had Steve Kerr there at one point, man. And Phoenix used to be somewhat of a destination for players, man. But I'm not really sure.
They had a very good medical team, like facility wise. Like they helped revitalize Shaq's career. Like when he made his last All-Star game, he was with the Suns, so they took care of the players. And I don't know. I think that kind of fucked up when I guess they broke that up too. Yeah, man. I think they took out Steve Nash, his back problem. Right. Went to the Lakers, his ass broke all the way down. Right. So I don't know. Keep trying, Phoenix.
I want to see you do well, but
they need
you know.
they need the right management. They keep rotating management and coaches. Like it's just a new day of the week
for sure, man. So we'll do an Eastern Conference one later this week. Hopefully, we'll try to get that out to you guys ASAP. It's gonna be a lot shorter than this one, and there's only really about 4 or 5 teams to really talk about. I mean, we're from Chicago, so we'll definitely talk about the Bulls. But
like 30 seconds.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about whether or not the Celtics got any better. We'll talk about that stupid fucking contract that Al Horford just signed. Good for you, Al Horford. Keep getting
the
checks.
bag. Get the bag.
Get the bag. He got it. He
I
got
was
it.
wondering, like, how the hell you turned down $30 million? And I see why you turned down $30 million.
Yeah, the Sixers like, well, bro, we got $100 million with your name on it, dog. So just come holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? So that happened. I don't like that contract for the Sixers, man. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I don't like
the
it.
signing and the contract.
Yeah, for this year, maybe next year.
Yeah.
4 years, 100 some odd million.
I like the signing, but I wouldn't. I don't think you would have gave. I wouldn't have gave him that much money. Like I wouldn't gave Kemba the max. I wouldn't have signed Al Horford for that long.
I would have gave Al Horford 2 years at 40.
I was just gonna say
2 years at 40. That to me. I mean, we know what he is during the regular season, and when you get to the playoffs.
He's decent. He plays good defense in the playoffs.
Yeah, but you're paying him like he's a fucking
elite level all-star.
Like he can be the second best player on the championship team, and he's not, bro.
And he's being required to be the third best player on that team. You're paying him that much, but then again, they're working on Ben Simmons' new deal. I don't think it went through yet. They're still working on it.
So I don't know. We're gonna say that though. All those things. We're definitely gonna talk about where the Raptors are gonna be. We're definitely gonna talk about where. Milwaukee, who I think right now is the clear number one in the East, now, at least right now, until we see everybody play.
Of course, can't forget about the Nets.
Oh man, that shit.
Even though KD's out, but still,
right. Doesn't matter. You still got Kyrie.
Yep.
We're gonna find out this year whether or not he's a championship player or not. We're gonna find out, bro. We're going to find out. And
he's a championship player
because he won a ring, right?
No, but no, he's a championship player with another championship player.
Is he a captain? Because he's gonna have to be a captain on his team, bro.
This year he's gonna have to be.
He's gonna have to be, man.
We're gonna find out.
Definitely. We'll talk about that. Who else is there? The Pacers.
They got better.
I wish they could have kept Bogdanovich.
But they still got better though.
Yeah, they stole Brogdon away.
Yeah.
They lost Thad Young.
Oladipo comes back fully healthy, back fully strong.
Thad Young was already gone. Sorry.
Thad Young gone, but yeah.
Yeah.
They're a good, solid team still.
Yeah, they will be
good
a solid
coaching,
team.
Good coaching.
Definitely. Magic, we'll figure out what the fuck y'all doing out there. Hornets, MJ, my nigga, what's going on?
I'm doing the MJ shrugs. I don't know what they're doing.
Who does? Nobody does, man. So yeah, man. We didn't touch on Memphis in the Western Conference. Nothing really to talk about. Y'all got some first round picks. We'll see what y'all do with them.
Right, that's really it.
We'll see what y'all do with them.
Yep. They rebooting the
as they should be. I think they've been in rebuild mode ever since they traded Gasol last year.
As they should have been.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were trying to figure out where to put Conley. They finally figured that out.
Right. For sure.
Blowing up drafts and assets.
Yeah.
It's time for the rebuild move.
Yeah, definitely, man. A lot of
OKC, you next.
Yeah, definitely. You up next for sure.
At some point, Minnesota gonna be on the clock too.
They definitely are, man. Definitely. They got to figure out what to do with Wiggins' contract because that's also one of the 10 worst contracts in basketball right now. It is,
absolutely.
The Wizards, figure that shit out. Figure it out, Washington. Figure it out. Figure it the fuck out.
That's a mess.
Yeah, it is, dog.
That's a mess.
It is.
They just signing. I don't know why they're signing just guards and I don't know.
We'll figure it out. But that's for next time. Thank you guys for joining us. This is my man Eric. Go check him out. REA Radio. We'll link all the stuff as I normally do down there. Mimi ain't with us today, so if you was looking for her pretty black face, sorry. We'll get her back on here at some point. We'll talk about her new book and everything like that. And we appreciate you guys joining us, man. Much more content coming in the future.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Peace.
Deuces.